Good evening, all. Today is our fourth day. I call my colleague, Assistant Professor Ashish Gurte sir, for today's introductions.
Okay, sir. Good evening to all. I am Ashish Godke, Assistant Professor at Sri Vasantrao Farate Patil Arts, Commerce and Science College. Welcome to all. The topic for today's faculty development program is investing strategies and portfolio management, role and keys of investing, and what is a portfolio management in stock market, ways of investing, component of investing. Now I call our resource person, Savita Bodke ma'am. Please take a charge, Savita ma'am.
Uh, Thank you, Ashish sir. Good evening, everyone. So today, basically, we are having one topic, but I'm going to cover up the some of the important ratios also today, because for the fundamental analysis, we were not able to cover up the entire ratio part. So that also I'm going to cover up today. Ashish sir, could you please mute yourself? That will be better. Okay. Uh, in my neighborhood, construction work is going on. So if you will get any sort of the noise, please do let me know, because I don't know what kind of noise will reflect there. So now we are going to start with the investment strategies and portfolio management. Now, what do you mean by the investment strategies? Investment strategies means whatever the surplus amount of money we are having, how we are going to invest that, and that strategies will be the different for each and everyone. For example, suppose you are in the age group of the 50 plus, your investment strategy will be the different one. Why I'm saying this, that your investment strategy will be little bit different one, because you will have the different type of priorities in the life. Those who are the youngsters, for them the investment strategies will be the different one. Why? Again, the same answer, they will have the different priorities in front of them. Then the second part we are going to cover up regarding the portfolio management. Now, what do you mean by the portfolio management? Portfolio means whatever the surplus amount of money we are having, where we have invested that. Okay, that combination. For example, suppose I have kept 20 lakhs into the bank FD, I have invested 1 CR into the stock market, suppose I have invested 5 CR into the property. So all that combination is nothing but your portfolio. So I hope that those who are the beginners, they have understood that what we are going to discuss in the today's session. Now, first one, what is the investment strategy? Each and every one is having different type of financial goals. Now the question arises, what is this financial goal? Please remember that. Let's take a simple example. I'll just use the some of the names over here, those who are the participants. For example, suppose we are having Arya ma'am over here in this faculty development program. Arya ma'am wanted to buy one car worth rupees 20 lakhs. So she wanted to buy car worth rupees 20 lakhs. So now her financial goal is to raise this 20 lakhs. And now she will think that from where I am going to get all this 20 lakhs. My salary is this much, where I have to invest the money, whether I have to take the loan, all that decisions she will take. So that is nothing but that will be the investment strategy for her particular goal of buying of car. I hope that this concept is clear. What is the investment strategy? It is nothing but the plan to allocate the funds to achieve the financial goals. And I hope that being the beginner, you have understood that what is the financial goal. Can anyone please reply to me? So I'll go ahead. Acha. Okay. Now, why we have to make the strategy? The first most important thing is that it is going to help you for taking the decisions. But what kind of decisions? For example, Arya ma'am is having the goal of getting 20 lakhs rupees. So she can take the decision. But what kind of decisions? How to increase her income flow. So there are the several ways to increase the income flow. For example, she is currently working in the one of the institution where she is not getting desired hike. So she can think for the switch, whatever the surplus amount of money she is having, she can invest into the different investment avenues. So this type of small decisions she will take. Next one, reduces the emotional investing. Now, what is the emotional investing? Those who have attended yesterday's session, in the last in the Q&A session, one professor asked me that, ma'am, I wanted to do the investment for the long term. So what are the best stocks? That was the question asked by the respective faculty. And my answer was that this is not the right time for the investment. If you wanted to do the swing trading, if you wanted to do the intraday trading, then this is the right time. But this is not the right time for the investing. You know what happened? Majority of the time, we becomes the emotional while doing the investment. So what What do you mean that? Uh, I hope today each and everyone is comfortable with the language, because in the feedback section yesterday there was the request from the few of the faculties to use the English, and in the faculty development program few faculties requested for the Marathi. Okay, so please do let me know whenever you are having any problem. So what kind of emotional investing is that? See, nowadays each and everyone is crazy behind the stock market. So you know what we always think, अरे 2020 में इतने पैसा डाला था, he has become the crorepati as of now today. So now I'm going to invest each and everything in the year 2024 in the stock market. So this is called as the emotional investing. We are not taking the logical decisions. So what is the logical decision? Logical decision is to invest at the right time. Okay, so whenever you are going to take the investment decision, what you are going to do, you are going to take the logical investment decision, not the comparison. Okay, so my friend has invested in so and so property, so I am also going to invest. But your friend is having different type of responsibilities, they are having different type of income, they are having different type of perceptions. No two people are exactly same. So please remember that whenever you are going to build the investment strategy, it will be the different one, it will be the unique one. You are not going to compare yourself with other person, neither with your siblings nor with your spouse or with anyone. Always you have to take the right decisions. I hope second point is clear to each and everyone. Next one, align the investment with the risk tolerance and goals. Now, what is the risk tolerance? That day, on the first session of this faculty development program, we have understood one formula of how we can calculate the risk, that is 100 minus your age. Suppose your age is a 25, so 100 minus 25, answer will be the 75. You can take the risk of 75%. What it means? Suppose you are having 100 rupees, so you can put 75 rupees into the risky investment avenues. And what are the risky investment avenues? This stock market. Correct? So you are going to align your goals like that. But suppose your age at present is a 50 years old. So you are not going to put your entire money into the stock market. 50% you will keep into the safest investment avenues. Why? Because you are having the responsibility of your children. Your children are growing. You have to provide them qualitative education. You have to plan little bit for their of marriage and other goals. So just because of that, you cannot put 100% of amount into the risky investment. I hope that each and everyone is comfortable regarding the investment strategy and what is the importance of having the strategy. कुछ questions, queries here on the basis of all this.
No.
Okay, so each and everyone is a comfortable. Now, what type of investment strategies are there? We have understood that Arya ma'am's goal was to buy the car, and for that she has to allocate the funds. But there are the different type of investment strategies. What is that? First one is the value investing. Okay, so what do you mean by the value in this investing? Whatever is the undervalued stock, you have to invest in that. We have understood regarding the intrinsic value, and what we have understood in that intrinsic value means the actual worth. But sometimes you know what happens, just because of the circumstances, that stocks are available at the discounted rate. So that point of time, you are going to invest in such type of stocks, that is called as your value investing. Second one, growth investing. Correct? So we are going to invest in such type of companies where there is a high potential for the future growth. Let's take a simple example. Nowadays, AI, each and everyone is using the AI for so many things. correct? For example, for making the different strategies, because I'm not good in the coding. I'm basically from the finance background. I'm basically from the commerce background. I don't know even the ABC of the coding, but still I'm preparing the algos. What is the algo? Means I'm taking the help of the AI to punch some of the orders automatically. Now I'm not having any knowledge regarding the technology, but still I'm using the AI. So you can think that AI, each and everyone is using as of now in the year 2024. The usage of the AI will grow at the higher extent in the near future. So you can invest in such type of company where there is a potential growth. Now, next one, income investing. Now, what is the income investing? You are going to invest in type of stocks which are paying you maximum dividend. So, what are that stocks? For example, yesterday I have shown you one stock, that is VEDL. If you will track the record of the VEDL, it is giving you frequently dividend. There are the few companies like VEDL, Coal India, that companies are giving you the dividend frequently. So you are getting the regular earning with the help of that. So you are having the third important strategy, that is income investing. Next one, index investing. Now, what is this index investing? You can invest directly in an Nifty 50, or you can invest directly into the Sensex, or you can invest with the help of the exchange traded funds. Let's take a simple example. For example, I wanted to buy the Nifty. Okay. So how I'll buy the Nifty? What is the interpretation of the buying of the Nifty? Uh, At the time of the first session, we have discussed that Nifty 50 is a collection of the 50 stocks. Now, I wanted to buy the entire 50 stocks. But suppose if I'm going to buy that stock individually, one stock, one stock, one stock, my huge amount of capital will block. So what I'll do, I'll buy directly the Nifty future. I'll buy directly the bank Nifty future. So that is called as your investing in index future. I hope that those who are the beginners, they have understood this concept of investing in the index future. Now the next one is, or investing into the ETFs. Suppose you are the beginner, you don't know how to trade into the futures. What you have to do, you have to buy ETFs. For example, Nifty ETF is called as the Nifty Bees. Again, I am repeating, Nifty, Nifty is an index. That index ETF is called as the Nifty Bees. And paisa kitna lagta hai if you wanted to buy that? Just somewhere around 50 rupees to buy the 1 unit of that. So this is how you can invest your money into the different strategies. For example, now which kind of strategy we have to apply for which kind of goal, that we will discuss now. For example, suppose now I wanted to plan for the one of the event which is ahead 20 or 25 years. Okay, एक ऐसा गोल है जो 20 या 25 years के बाद आने वाला है. Okay, so for that I can go for the value investing or I can go for the growth investing. Correct? I hope the concept is clear. Next, suppose I wanted to plan for the Europe tour in the month of the May, because that is the best season to visit the entire Europe. So suppose if I'm planning, so I can focus on this type of income investing. Why? Now, what's the reason over there? Because in between, I'll get some amount of the cash flow for my trip. Clear? Or if you are the retired one, means those who are at the age of the 58 or 55, they are planning for their retirement. So they can focus on this type of income investing because they will get some amount of money Correct? Next one, when to apply the index investing. Suppose I wanted to do the balance of my risk. मतलब मुझे risk ही नहीं चाहिए ज़्यादा. So the best is your index investing. Now think and tell me why I'm saying that index is the best. Because index is a basket of the 50 stocks. Understand this logic. Index is a basket of the 50 stocks. So in this combination of the 50 stock, you know what will happen? In some circumstances, few stocks will be the up, few will be the down. Then in the some situation, again, whatever the earlier down, that will can go up. So the balance will maintain and you won't get the drastic downfall. You know, to manage your risk, your index investing is the best. Any question, any queries based on this, on the investment strategies? Anyone? Okay, I hope there
मैम
is
इसका
no
डेमो देंगे आप इंडेक्स
Uh,
इन्वेस्टिंग
index investing. You can
Yes.
do the index investing in two ways technically. One, you can buy the future, okay, because you can carry forward. For example, let's take a simple example. Right now, Nifty is trading at 24,500, and your expectation is that Nifty will reach to the 25,900. Okay, this is your one of the expectation. So how you can play that? You cannot buy the individual stock. It will block your huge amount of the capital. Better you go for the Nifty futures. You buy the Nifty future, roll over that every month, and whenever your goal will be achieved, you can square off that. This is the one way. But again, to buy the future, you require slightly bigger capital. But what if someone is not having capital in a lakhs? Suppose someone is having just as a beginner 2,000 rupees to invest, but still they wanted to invest into the index. Then they can go for the ETF, and the ETF of the Nifty is called as the Nifty Bees. So they can buy the Nifty Bees. Yeah, one more. Someone is asking question. Yes, those who are having questions, you can directly unmute yourself and ask me.
Ma'am, investing in index is kind of future and option or what?
See, not always, but 90% people do. Whenever they are investing into the index, they take they invest into the futures or into the options. There, you are getting much more ROI. In case of the ETF, the ROI is comparatively less. Pali ma'am, could you please please mute yourself? Yeah. Okay. So this is how it depends upon your capital and your goal. Any other
Okay, ma'am.
question, query? Yes, Nikhil, sir, have you understood or should I have to explain once again?
Ma'am, can you give an example regarding this?
Yeah. Okay. See, suppose you are bullish currently on the banks. Okay. What is the index of the bank? That is called as the Bank Nifty. So now,
Magnificent.
what you will do, you are having several options. Either you can go for the FNO segment or you can go for the ETF segment. Now, FNO segment is best for whom? Those who are having little bit of experience of the trading. So they can invest into the Bank Nifty options or into the futures. But if you are an extreme beginner, it's better you go for the Bank Bs, means the exchange traded fund of your Bank Nifty is called as the Bank Bs. So that you can buy and you can keep that in your demat account. Any other question?
No, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to know the difference between the mutual fund and ETF.
A mutual fund and second one, sir.
ETF, exchange traded fund.
Okay. In case of the mutual fund, you are putting your money to the different AMCs. For example, you are going to buy this HDFC mutual fund ka different schemes, or ICICI mutual fund का different schemes. They will collect the money from you, and on behalf of you, they will invest your money into the different investment avenues. That is called as a mutual fund. Now, what is the ETF? Suppose if I'm going to purchase the Nifty ETF, means I'm going to put my money directly into the Nifty Bs. So this is the basic difference. In case of the mutual fund, your money is invested into the stock market, but that is not invested into the index. That is invested into the different shares. And that investment you are not doing on behalf of you, that respective fund manager is doing. But in case of the ETF, it's my money, it's my demat account. I'm buying directly the Nifty Bs, bank Bs, or gold Bs, or silver Bs. Even we can buy the international index also in form of the ETF. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Got it.
Any other question based on this? Okay, no question. So next one is the portfolio management. Now, what is a portfolio? That we have already understood that portfolio means the different investment we have combined. For example, you have bought the real estate, you are having gold and silver, you are having investment into the shares, you are having some sort of the cash with you. So all that combination of different investment baskets is nothing but your portfolio. Now, how to manage that? Okay. Now, each and everything you are having, but you have to manage that. So, always remember the first important principle for that is a diversification. In the first session, also, we have discussed about the diversification. What is this? It's very simple. Don't put your entire money into the one investment avenue. Now, how to understand that? Suppose you are having 20 CR with you. So never ever buy a real estate worth rupees 20 CR. At least what you are going to do, divide it by the 5 and put that into the different investment avenues. Means buy the real estate of the sum amount, buy your gold, silver, whatever you wanted to buy the different type of the shares. So your 20 CR is spread into the different investment avenues. So that is the diversification. Now, why we are doing the diversification? To reduce the risk. Now, what kind of risk is there? Suppose if you have invested your entire 20 CR into the stock market, and tomorrow war will start of any two different countries. Okay, India is not going to start the war, but any two different countries started the war. What will happen? Your stock market will come down, because for the stock market, that is the dangerous situation. And suppose if the US will enter into that war, or US will support a respective country openly in that war, then definitely again the stock market is going to be crash. Correct? So that's why what you are going to do, you are going to spread your entire earning into the different investment avenues. Now, the third objective is maximizing return. How we can maximize? Because suppose if you are having only exposure of 4 CR out of this 20 CR, 4 CR into the stock market, war will start. It's okay, no problem at all. Your 16 CR are safe because you have invested that into the different investment avenues. So that point of time, your stock market investment will drastically go down, but the other investment avenues will give you the higher return. I hope this much is clear. Okay. So what are the components of that? Asset allocation means, while giving the explanation itself, I have informed you that at least divided by the 5. So that is nothing, but we are going to do the different type of the asset allocation. Risk management we have already done, because if tomorrow war will start, stock market will crash. So 4 CR, your 4 CR in the risky zone, but the remaining 16 CR are into the different investment avenues. So you have already done your risk management. Now, what is the risk? Risk means, in the common language, chances of loss. So whenever you're putting your money, you have to always do the risk management. Now the next one is performance review. Yes, and this is the most important step of your portfolio management. Now, how you are going to do? Let's take a simple example. Suppose you have invested into the one stock in the year 2023. It was doing excellent in the year 2023. Now we are at the end of the 2024, and this stock is not doing that much of well. So what you are going to do? Always remember the fundamental rule of your investment. Never ever be emotional into the investing. So the stock which is not performing very well, cut down that, means exit from that position and enter into the different type of stock which can give you the higher returns. And how it is possible? When you will keep a track of the performance of your portfolio. So that is nothing but the performance review. Any question, queries on this slide? Anyone? I hope there are no questions. I'm going ahead. Now, asset allocation. Already we have discussed. I have already given you the example. 20 CR at least divide by the 5. 4 CR keep into the different investment avenues. Now we are going to the next slide, that why this risk management is important. What is risk? Risk means the chances of loss. So whenever you are investing, what is the rule? Suppose you are of the 25 years old. Out of the 100, 75% you are going to put into the risky investment avenue. But think that what if that entire 75% is going to be zero? You cannot take that type of risk. So that's why you have to manage your own risk. कि चलो हाँ ठीक है 75 का, if it will come down at least till 65, that is okay. But if you have put the 75 rupees and that has become 50 rupees as of now, so that is the risky situation. So just because of that, risk management is always best into the stock market. Now, what kind of strategies are there? Diversify your investment, then set the stop loss order. Now, what is the stop loss? For example, just now we discussed that in the year 2023, we bought one stock. It was doing excellent in the year 2023. In the 2024, it is not doing well. And now, just because of the circumstances, it is not even having the growth potential. So better not to be emotional, exit from that. Sometimes, you know what will happen? You will book some sort of the loss in that. But again, you exit. So that is nothing but your stop loss. Clear? Because if you have invested 2 CR, let's assume that if that stock is not performing very well and your investment is as of now showing you 1.7 CR, then what's the use? Better forget about that 30 lakhs, but save your 1.7 CR. Now, the next one is invest based on the risk tolerance. For example, my risk appetite is a different one. Your risk appetite will be the different one. So you have to invest based on whatever is suitable for you. Whatever is suitable for me, yes, I'm investing in that manner only. Whatever is suitable for you, whatever is suitable for your life goal, whatever is suitable for your profession, you have to invest in that manner. Now, the next one is risk return trade off. Always remember the simple rule: higher is the risk, higher is the return. So, if you are going to invest into the little bit of risky securities, you are going to rewarded with the high returns. But again, you have to manage your risk. Clear? So that is nothing but the risk return trade off. Now, those who are not from the market or those who have not invested, maybe they will face some sort of the difficulty in understanding this situation. Let's understand this in a more simple manner. What do you mean by the higher is the risk, higher is the return? For example, now you are a part of the self-finance section or non-government job. As of now, let's assume that there is a person A who is working on the non-government job. So obviously not having a security. At present, that person A is not getting the good salary, though that person is performing very well in his job. So what he can do? He can search for the another job, and suppose if he will switch the job, he is getting some sort of the increment in a corporates. Sometimes it is 100% hike also people are able to get, but the minimum rate is a 30%. I'm talking about the corporate. I'm not aware regarding the hike rate in the academic sections. So at least 30% hike that fellow will take means that person A, if having the annual package of the 10 lakhs, 30% hike means 3 lakhs का increment मिलेगा. So at least that fellow can take the risk कि चलो not to become that much of emotional with the one workplace. For the better future, I should switch. And after some time, if that person will switch from that job also, right now his package is 13 lakhs. So 13 lakhs का minimum उसको 30% तो hike मिल जाएगा. So this is how you have to work out. Correct? So in the real life also, if you are not ready to come out of the comfort zone, you are not going to get rewarded. जैसे आप लोग अगर ये सोचोगे कि no, I'm comfortable with this particular organization only because this is near to my home, this is the timings are more comfortable. So you are not ready to take the risk. But if you will take the risk, yes, definitely that risk, if that will work out in the correct manner, then it will be always rewarded to you in the monetary format. Chalo. Now the next one is a portfolio rebalancing. Now what is the portfolio rebalancing? Whatever is making the loss, and if it is not having the growth potential, cut down that and just invest that money into the different investment avenues. Now what kind of examples we can see? For example, yesterday not exactly yesterday, but 2 days back, we have seen the example of the TTML. If the TTML is not performing very well, you are having TTML, cut down that. Make your cash free and invest into the some sort of the stocks which is going to be appreciated, because if you will become emotional, it will block your money and you won't be able to grow. So always remember that you have to adjust as per the changes in the circumstances, and that is called as the portfolio rebalancing. For example, now let's take a more simple example. Suppose the two countries have started the war. Even the US has supported the one particular country. What you will do? Just whatever is for the short term in the stock market you have invested, take out that money and that point of time invest that money into the gold and silver. Please always understand the logic. In case of the uncertain situation, this precious metals like gold and silver, that will appreciate. Clear? So this is how you can do the rebalancing. If the stock market is doing very well, put your money into the stock market. If it is not performing very well, don't be emotional. Just cut down that investment, free your cash, and put that into the gold and silver. I hope this is clear. Any confusion, any query? Because as of now, we have covered up this topic because I wanted to explain you regarding the ratios. Even yesterday also, one faculty asked me the few of the questions regarding the ratios. So better to explain the ratio in the more detailed manner. Okay, any confusion, any query based on the investment strategies or on the portfolio management, feel free to ask me.
मैडम
Yes.
एक आइडियल म्यूचुअल फंड पोर्टफोलियो के लिए कितने फंड होना चाहिए उसमें और थोड़ा सा लमसम अमाउंट के बारे में थोड़ा सा आप गाइडेंस करें
अच्छा
एसआईपी थ्रू
अच्छा नहीं सर, देखो एसआईपी अलग चीज होती है, लमसम अमाउंट अलग चीज होती है। अभी सबसे पहले देखिए लमसम क्या होता है। जैसे मेरे पास आज अगर क्लाइंट का फीस आ गया सपोज 4 लाख रुपीज, ये मेरे पास पैसा आ गया एंड मैंने आज ही जाके अगर म्यूचुअल फंड में डाल दिया, तो उससे हम लोग बोलेंगे लमसम। एंड एसआईपी क्या होता है कि हम लोग स्पेसिफिकली इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे के रखते हैं कि हर महीना कि आप लोग मेरे अकाउंट से 20,000 रुपया या 30,000 रुपया आप लोग कट कर दो एक पर्टिकुलर फंड को, तो उसको हम लोग एसआईपी बोलते हैं। मतलब एसआईपी मतलब हम लोग हर महीना थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा डिपॉजिट करें। तो अभी सबसे पहले ये देखिए, अगर आप एक्सट्रीम बिगिनर है तो यू गो वाया एसआईपी। बट सपोज आपको थोड़ा सा तो कुछ पता है इन्वेस्टिंग के बारे में, या तो फिर आपको पता है कि अरे इंडेक्स हायर वैल्यूड है, ओवर वैल्यूड है, तो आप क्या करो, यू इन्वेस्ट वाया लमसम। एंड ये कैसे करना है, एकदम सिंपल स्ट्रैटेजी है। जब भी पता चले ना कि मार्केट में ब्लड बात आ गया, ब्लड बात मीन्स कभी आपको पता चले कि अरे मार्केट तो आज बहुत गिर गया, क्या करो पता है, आपका जो भी एक्स्ट्रा फंड्स है that you put in your mutual fund। ये था फर्स्ट इसका आंसर आपका एसआईपी एंड लमसम। सेकंड आपने बोला था कि मुझे सिर्फ म्यूचुअल फंड का ही एक पोर्टफोलियो कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है, तो मैं कैसे करूं। तो सबसे पहले ना सर आपका एज बताएंगे आप, सो आई विल बी एबल टू टेल यू इन
50
मोर।
50
ओके ओके, आपने आपके रिटायरमेंट के लिए कुछ प्लान किया है?
हाँ म्यूचुअल फंड पोर्टफोलियो ही एसआईपी थ्रू डिडक्ट होते हैं हर मंथ।
अच्छा, और आप यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय और नॉट?
गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय
अच्छा, तो आई
और
एम
टारगेट
अज्यूमिंग दैट।
ऑब्जेक्ट जो है 1 CR है अप टू द रिटायरमेंट।
हाँ सर, हो जाएगा आपका। एंड आई होप कि आपके ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज मीन्स कुछ ऐसा लोन वगैरह नहीं चल रहा है। ओके, अभी आप क्या करेंगे पता है, आप एक तो सबसे पहले आपके ऊपर जो जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज है मेजर, मतलब कहीं पे लोन वगैरह होगा वो लिस्ट आउट कीजिए। देन सेकंड थिंग ना आपको ये करना है, क्योंकि आपको तो पेंशन मिलेगा, सो यू आर नॉट हैविंग द वरी अबाउट दैट कि आपके रिटायरमेंट के बाद आपके पास कैश फ्लो ही नहीं आएगा। सो एज ऑफ नाउ आपके पास सिर्फ 10 साल है। आप क्या करो, यू पुट, जैसे आई जस्ट गिव द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द 1 लाख, बराबर आपने बोला कि चलो मैं 1 लाख रुपीज हर महीना सेव कर सकता हूँ, एंड अभी आपके पास अगर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज भी ज्यादा नहीं है, यू डू वन थिंग, 70 to 80%, मतलब 70,000 to 80,000 ना आप इक्विटी ओरिएंटेड म्यूचुअल फंड में उसका एसआईपी स्टार्ट करो, एंड रिमेनिंग अमाउंट जो है वो बैलेंस में करो। Why I'm not suggesting you the debt funds, because already you are a government employee, तो आपके पास पेंशन का एक सिक्योरिटी है एंड योर टारगेट इज ऑफ द 1 CR। तो अगर आपको ये 1 CR का टारगेट अचीव करना है तो आप थोड़ा सा ज्यादा एक्सपोजर रखो इक्विटी ओरिएंटेड म्यूचुअल फंड्स में। देन सेकेंड चीज आपको ये मैंडेटरी करना है, एंड फॉर द ईच एंड एवरी वन प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट, हम लोगों का कैसा होता है ना कि बैंक अकाउंट्स होते हैं प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक्स में, एंड ऑल दिस बैंकिंग एम्प्लॉयज आर हैविंग हॉरिबल टारगेट्स, मतलब उनके टारगेट्स मीटअप नहीं होंगे, सो इवन देयर बैंक्स आर नॉट अलाउिंग देम टू लीव, मतलब घर भी नहीं जाने देते। सो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टाइम्स what these bankers are doing, they are trying to sell us NFO, ओके म्यूचुअल फंड में जो एनएफओ मतलब न्यू फंड ऑफरिंग होता है ना, वो लोग ट्राई करते हैं कि वो आपको चिपका दे। आई एम लिटरली यूजिंग दिस वर्ड बिकॉज उसमें उनका टारगेट फुल हो जाता है। बट एनएफओ एक ऐसी चीज है कि एनएफओ में आपको पता ही नहीं है कि उस फंड का पिछला वाला ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड आपके पास कुछ भी नहीं है। ओके यू आर जस्ट blindly doing the investment. So never ever go for the NFO. Please remember that. And आपका जो ICICI बैंक हो, कोटक हो, जो भी हो, जो वो लोग बोलेंगे आप लोग सुन के ले लो। बट अगेन डू द क्रॉस वेरिफिकेशन कि हाँ सच में ये फंड ऐसा कर रहा है। बिकॉज लिटरली व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आर नॉट गाइडिंग इन द प्रॉपर मैनर, but they are just for their own salary sake, just for the sake of their own salary, they are majority of the times giving wrong advice. So just take that precaution. आप आपका इक्विटी में एक्सपोजर थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दीजिए। इक्विटी ओरिएंटेड म्यूचुअल फंड में आप अगर गूगल के ऊपर सर्च करेंगे ना, आपके पास लिस्ट आ जाएगा उनका। आप 3 years का एंड 5 years का परफॉर्मेंस देख के you can take the decision. I hope that Neeraj sir, your query is solved. Yeah,
मैडम
that-
कितने कितने फंड होना चाहिए एक आइडियल पोर्टफोलियो के लिए एज फार एज म्यूचुअल फंड इज कंसर्न?
so
एक टेंटेटिव
कम से कम 5 तो आप रखिए। बट ऐसे मत कीजिए कि 20-25 फंड्स आपने रख दिए। सो दैट इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग। एटलीस्ट अगर आप बिगिनर हो 5, 6, 7 वहां तक इट्स मैनेजेबल फॉर यू बिकॉज यू कैन कीप द ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड। जैसे मैंने बोला था ना कि आपको ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड भी रखना है हर एक चीज का कि ये कैसा कर रहा है। अगर ये परफॉर्म अच्छा नहीं कर रहा है आप एग्जिट करो वहां से। यू स्टॉप योर एसआईपी, दैट्स योर राइट। यू कैन स्टॉप योर एसआईपी, यू कैन विड्रॉ द फंड्स।
और लमसम वही फंड में डालना है
नहीं
यदि अच्छा करता है।
हाँ अच्छा करता है तो आप क्या करो पता है, जब भी क्रैश आ जाएगा ना, यू पुट एडिशनल अमाउंट ऑफ द मनी। क्यों? क्योंकि क्रैश आ जाएगा। देखो सिंपल लॉजिक क्या है, आपका पैसा जाता है स्टॉक मार्केट में। जब भी मार्केट ऊपर है आपका एनएवी ऊपर है, जब भी क्रैश आ जाएगा आपका एनएवी नीचे है। तो सस्ते में मिल रहा है ना, जैसे अभी अमेजोन का न्यू ईयर का सेल स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। सो ऑल द गर्ल्स आर गोइंग टू बी क्रेजी and everyone is going to be buy, so that's the discounted period for your mutual fund जब भी ऐसा crash आ जाता है। so you invest in a lump sum manner. Clear?
थैंक यू मैडम।
Yeah, welcome. Any other question? Yes, Sayukta ma'am. Sayukta ma'am has raised her hand.
Ma'am, I have put it the question in the chat box. Please read it.
Okay. Ma'am, which stock or mutual fund would be the best to invest into the lump sum? It depends upon the so many things. What's your age? Could you please tell me?
I am 23 right now.
Okay, you're 23. So, you are having any knowledge regarding the stock market? You are having demat account. Have you taken any course?
Yeah. I have a demand account in Grow,
Okay, no problem at all.
but I'm
See,
just a beginner right now.
okay, so don't go directly for the stock. What you do, you go for the mutual fund. Clear? And as of now, you are extremely beginner. So, what I'll suggest, suppose you are having whatever the surplus amount of money. Let's assume that you are having 1 lakh rupees. Divide that into the 12 parts and then you go via SIP. I will never ever recommend you for the lump sum in the mutual fund because you are the extreme beginner. Okay?
Ma'am, actually, I'm already having one mutual fund that is
Okay.
of SBI, but now actually I'm trying to put it in lump sum also.
See, how much ROI it is giving you because I don't know the name of your mutual fund. Within the year, how much ROI that fund has generated for you?
I have invested in 2022. Right now, it is giving me 26%.
On the per
Is it-
annum basis, or you are telling me the return of 2 years?
Yes, return of 2 years.
And then, dear, it's very less. I'll say that.
Because it is SIP that is going 2000 per month.
Okay. So, on an average, as per your age, on an average, you should select such type of mutual fund, which is giving you on the yearly basis more than the 15%. Okay. So just evaluate that, which kind of scheme you have taken. I guess it is not the equity scheme. You have invested in the balance mutual fund or the
It
hybrid.
is a kind of small cap fund.
But small cap has performed very well. Yeah, this year it's down. 2 days back, small cap index has hit the high also. You do one thing, whatever is the name of your mutual fund, put that on the Google. You will get all the data in front of you, and on that basis,
It is SBI Equity Hybrid Fund, regular growth.
okay, it's a hybrid.
Yeah,
That's what I said. That it's not completely the equity.
yes, yes.
It's the hybrid one. That's why it has given you the comparatively lowest return. On an average, if you will go for the equity, if that will perform in the worst,
May I know the difference between equity and hybrid fund?
equity means whatever the money you have deposited, 80% of it will go to the equity schemes, means in the share market, and 20% in the debt securities, where you have invested. The 50% is going to be equity, and the remaining 50 is going to be debt. So just because of that, your return is a little bit less. At least you should get, as per your age, 15% minimum. I'm talking about the minimum one. It's not
Can you suggest any other?
a mutual fund.
Yes,
Actually,
yes, yes, yes.
cannot suggest the mutual fund because, I'm not having a mutual fund license. I'm the SEBI registered under this equity segment. So I'm really sorry. I cannot, means give you the suggestion of XYZ mutual fund, but yes, I can tell you all the basics.
No problem, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dolly ma'am, Vedant. Yeah, I guess Vedant has returned his question.
Hello, ma'am. Good
Yes,
evening, ma'am.
Dolly. Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please tell some good retirement plans, ma'am? Where we can invest and we can
Retirement plans means you are asking me for the mutual funds. So technically, I cannot give you.
anything, ma'am. Anything like if it is mutual fund, anything SIP, anything, ma'am, which
Ma'am,
will
what?
give good return, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, I'm just giving again the example using the Neeraj sir's age. He is having 10 years ahead. Okay, and now he wanted to plan for the retirement. So, what he can do as of now, if you are not having maximum responsibility, so you can invest your 70 to 80% in such type of stocks which is having the growth potential. You know what will happen in that situation? Suppose you have invested as of now 1 lakh rupees. The growth oriented investment you are doing means you are putting your money into the such type of stocks which are having the growth potential into the near future. You will get the two sort of the benefits. One, you will be able to get the dividend, and another one, your capital appreciation will be there. Means today you have invested 1 lakh rupees, and that will grow to be 25 lakhs rupees or 30 lakhs rupees till the age of your retirement. And after your retirement, if you wanted to make your investment much more safer, then what you can do, whatever is your stock market investment, that you can withdraw, and you can put that money into the systematic withdrawal plan of any good performing mutual fund based on that future situation. Because what is the SWP? That is the systematic withdrawal plan. That is the best one for the non-government employees, because you will be able to get money every month from your mutual fund.
SWP, मैम ये कौन से किस प्लेटफॉर्म से करेंगे मैम ये?
ये आपको अभी नहीं करना है, ये आपको आपके रिटायरमेंट के बाद करना है। SWP आपका जो भी डीमैट अकाउंट है उससे आप लोग कर सकते हो। तो SWP में कैसा होता है, देखो रिटायरमेंट के बाद ना बहुत सारे लोगों को बहुत अच्छा खासा पैसा मिल जाता है, इवन टू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर एम्प्लॉयज ऑल्सो। जैसा कोई कंपनीज में भी जॉब कर रहा है तो आज की घड़ी में जो मिलता है लोगों को, दैट इज 70 lakhs to the 80 lakhs rupees. तो ये 70 lakhs to 80 lakhs rupees they can put into the mutual fund via SWP, and उनको एक, क्योंकि प्राइवेट सेक्टर में तो पेंशन नहीं है, so they can get the amount like a pension from that particular mutual fund.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, this NPS, ma'am, this NPS, because I was reading, so many reviews were very telling that NPS is better than PPF. Like that, ma'am, it is?
No, NPS is a different scheme. PPF is again a different scheme. I'm just suggesting you regarding the mutual fund.
Okay.
Okay.
So, ma'am, sometimes actually, I got suggestion that for the retirement, we can do NPS also. So, is it like that, ma'am? It will help to the retirement.
Yeah, but you consider the so many factors. Don't put, you just evaluate that how much responsibilities you are having. If you are not having that much of responsibilities, you are having at least 10 years ahead. So accordingly, you please take the decision, because in between this 10 years, if you will invest properly, your wealth will be created.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this portfolio management, if I want to create my portfolio, I need help, ma'am. So these finance companies and all that, they are providing this service, ma'am. And where to go for this, ma'am, for creating, to get help for?
You are from which location, ma'am?
I'm in Chennai, ma'am.
Okay, you are in Chennai. So there are so many companies you can approach to them, or you can your educational background means you're from the commerce background or the science. That's what this
I am from management, ma'am, and yeah,
yeah, in MBA, which is your specialty.
MBA, PhD, everything, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, you can also manage your own portfolio because you're from the management background. You know the little bit of the basics. So it's not like that you're from the technology background and you are completely dependent on someone else. But you just evaluate how many years are ahead in front of you. And if you're not having much more responsibility, invest little bit amount into the risk exposure securities. So that will be better.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Sonal ma'am has written one question that you said that NFO is not trustworthy. Can you say the more about it? See, NFO. NFO is a new fund offering. It means that, Sonal ma'am, this fund has launched just now. It's like the 1 month baby or 1 day baby, okay? So 1 day baby, to grow that baby, it will take a time, correct? So better, it's your money. Never ever go for the NFO. Go for such type of mutual funds where you are able to track at least last 5 years performance. Clear? So
Okay, ma'am.
NFO, you are
Thank
not
you.
having any track record. You are just blindly putting your money. And why you are
Ma'am,
putting, each and everyone is doing that mistake because your banker is pitching you like this, ma'am, ये NFO ले लो, 10 रुपये का एक यूनिट मिल जाएगा. So what we think that अरे 10 रुपये का एक यूनिट मिलेगा. Why I should go for such type of mutual fund where my one unit is of more than 500 rupees, and there the normal people are making the mistake. So don't do that.
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. One more thing. I'm Sonal, ma'am here.
Yeah.
I want to ask you one more thing. Is this NFO is according to NAV, net asset value?
No.
No.
It's a mutual fund. No, it's not a mutual fund.
It's a mutual fund only, but whenever any mutual fund is launched newly, that is called as the NFO, and the full
Okay.
form of NFO is new fund offering.
Okay.
Okay. And NAV is the price of the mutual fund.
Okay. Yeah, that I know. So I thought it is according to NAV or what?
No.
Achha. Thank you,
First
ma'am.
time whenever they are launching any mutual fund, suppose if tomorrow my company will launch any mutual fund scheme, so that will be called as the NFO.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay.
मैडम एक क्यूरी है
हाँ नीरज से बोलिए ना.
हाँ म्यूचुअल फंड से आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट जो भी वेल्थ होगी मैडम
हम्म.
और आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट वो विड्रॉ करना है
सर कभी भी
तो
कर सकते हो.
तो इनकम टैक्स कैपिटल गेन पर जो अपने को 10% लगेगा
12.25%.
हाँ तो ये जब विड्रॉ करेंगे तो इसका मैनेजमेंट कैसा करना क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट इनकम टैक्स में चला जाएगा
सर वो तो चला जाता है. Literally, that's the painful. But as of now,
हाँ
you know what I am telling you कि आप ना अभी टैक्स कंपोनेंट के ऊपर इतना ध्यान मत दीजिए. As of now, देखिए अगर आपने प्रॉपर ये 10 years में अच्छा खासा वेल्थ क्रिएशन किया by using your knowledge or with the help of the professional help, जैसे आप सपोज करो आपने 50% का ऑन एन एवरेज ईयरली रिटर्न भी जनरेट कर लिया, दैट्स टू गुड. यू नो दैट्स टू गुड. टैक्स को जाने दे दो बिकॉज यू नो एग्रीकल्चर इनकम ही एक ऐसा जरिया है कि जहाँ पे हम लोग 100% टैक्स को सेव कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे नहीं. तो बेटर यू नो आई एम फ्रॉम द FNO सेगमेंट, तो मेरा भी ना बहुत टैक्स जाता है. सो आई एम लाइक दैट कि आई टेक द मोर ट्रेड्स एंड वो जो टैक्स का अमाउंट है ना उसको मैं रिकवर कर दूंगी बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट थिंक क्योंकि इंडिया में है टैक्स इतना. तो हम लोग ना कितना भी आप ट्राई करो, कितना भी आप CA को कितना भी हेवी फीस दे दो, नहीं हो सकता है बिकॉज अपना जो सारा इनकम है ना दैट इज ऑन पेपर. तो ये सारे कंपोनेंट्स हैं. जब भी आप रिटायर हो जाओगे 10 years के बाद पता नहीं टैक्स का सिचुएशन क्या हो जाएगा. तो इट्स बेटर, मैं इतना ही बोलूंगी कि यू फॉरगेट अबाउट द टैक्स वाला कंपोनेंट एज ऑफ नाउ. एक ही एम रखो कि अभी मेरा म्यूचुअल फंड मुझे 20% दे रहा है, क्या मैं कैसे एलोकेशन करूं कि ये 20 का 25% हो जाए. दैट्स इट.
मैम
मैम
2%
इसमें
उसमें चले जाएगा मैडम लगभग
नो नो
तो
मैम
जाएगा
मैम
बट वी कैन
अच्छा
नॉट डू ना, वी आर द स्मॉल पीपल.
थैंक
मैम
यू
इसमें एक एक सजेशन है
हाँ
कि
सर.
अगर हम LTCG बुक कर ले 125 1,25,000 हर साल बुक कर ले और उसको पीछे एसेट्स में डालते रहे और उसको री इन्वेस्ट कर दे दूसरे दिन, तो वो वेल्थ बढ़ेगी नहीं मैम.
एक्चुअली मैं बोलूँ ना, मैं ना कभी ऐसा, मतलब ये मेरा पर्सनल हो सकता है कि ये ड्रॉबैक है या बुराई, आप कुछ भी बोलो उसको, कि आई एम नॉट इवन थिंकिंग अबाउट दैट. मतलब अगर आप मेरा स्पेंडिंग भी देखोगे ना, मैं कभी भी कोई भी चीज स्पेंड करते टाइम पे ना मैं कभी ये भी नहीं सोचती कि यार मैं इस खर्च को कम करूँ. आई एम जस्ट लाइक दैट, ठीक है ये करना है करेंगे, आई क्रिएट द वन मोर सोर्स ऑफ द इनकम.
ओके मैम.
तो ये
मैम
मेरा
मैंने एक
मतलब पर्सनली ये है एंड आई एम नॉट दैट मच गुड इन द टैक्सेशन. तो
मैंने
जस्ट
एक
बिकॉज़ दैट
सेमिनार अटेंड किया था मैम, उसमें वो मैनेजमेंट बताई थी उन्होंने, टैक्स मैनेजमेंट. तो इसमें कि जितना हम बुक कर सकते हैं हर साल, चाहे वो म्यूचुअल फंड से है चाहे आपका शेयर मार्केट से है, तो कम से कम हमें वो तो बुक करना चाहिए 120 मतलब 1,25,000 और उसको री इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. तो हमें लास्ट में टैक्स भी कम देना पड़ेगा और हो सकता है गवर्नमेंट मतलब 20 साल बाद या 10 साल बाद 30% कर दे टैक्स, तो हमें तो बहुत बिग अमाउंट देना पड़ेगा ना उसमें. फिर एसेट कहाँ बना हमारा, कम होगा. तो ये जो भाई साहब पूछ रहे हैं इनको तो ज्यादा अच्छा है ये, अगर किसी को 2-3 साल हो गया है फंड को चलाए हुए, अगर अच्छे रिटर्न दे रहा है, 1,25,000 उससे बुक करो और उसको दूसरे दिन ही री इन्वेस्ट कर दो, तो वो पीछे जुड़ता जाएगा इनके प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट में और लास्ट में भी कम देना पड़ेगा.
नीरज सर यू कैन थिंक अबाउट दिस, बट एक्चुअली ना मैं कभी टैक्सेशन का इतना नहीं सोचती हूँ. आई एम रियली सॉरी. सो जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट फॉर द टैक्सेशन वाला क्वेश्चन आई एम नॉट एबल टू गिव यू द
अच्छा
आंसर अप्रोप्रिएटली.
नहीं ये तो बहुत टैक्स हो जाता थोड़ा सा मैनेजमेंट और कहीं से अपन उसको सोल्यूशन निकालते हैं, टैक्स तो भरना ही है।
सर मैं तो 30% ब्रैकेट में आती हूँ, आप सोचो इन द मंथ ऑफ जुलाई व्हाट इज माय सिचुएशन। मतलब
नहीं,
एडवांस
हम भी 30% में ही है मैडम कि
तो
12 महीने के लगभग 2.5 या 3 महीने हम गवर्नमेंट को टैक्स पूरा पगार ही दे देते।
आंसर दो क्या कहाँ पे होता है पता है कि वी आर नॉट इवन यूजिंग दैट फैसिलिटीज। ना गवर्नमेंट स्कूल से एजुकेशन लिया है, ना तो कुछ बेनिफिट्स मिले हैं, ना तो कुछ भी नहीं है। हाँ गवर्नमेंट का रोड वगैरह यूज करेंगे बट नॉट द अदर। सो मेरे फ्रेंड्स भी बोलते हैं व्हाई यू आर इनटू द इंडिया, व्हाई यू आर इमोशनल, व्हाई यू आर नॉट शिफ्टिंग टू द दुबई। बट घर वालों पे छोड़ के नहीं जा सकते, तो वो भी एक चीज है। So there are so many factors are there. तो बोलते हैं कि चलो 30% है तो 30% है, ले लो, और क्या करोगे।
इट मीन मैम जो भी इस सेमिनार में है उनको टैक्स मैनेजमेंट से रिलेटेड सेमिनार भी अटेंड करना चाहिए।
हाँ बट उसके लिए मैं सुटेबल रिसोर्स
Yes, yes.
बिल्कुल नहीं हूँ,
यस मैम।
क्योंकि टैक्सेशन मेरा एक्सपर्टीज है ही नहीं।
नहीं, अदर कहीं भी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म
हाँ
पे
हाँ वो लोग ने एक्चुअली यहाँ पे
so that they
सीएस
can
भी है
make
बहुत सारे जो अटेंड
well
कर रहे हैं, सो दे कैन थिंक अबाउट दैट कि वो कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं। बट सर जितना मैंने देखा है ना, मैं अपने सीए को हमेशा ये बोलती हूँ कि भाई तू कम कर कुछ तो, बट नहीं होता है। मतलब मैंने इनिशियल लेवल में बहुत ट्राई किया था, उसके बाद तो मैंने छोड़ ही दिया, मैंने बोला जाने दो, क्या करेंगे। Yes, Dipali ma'am, Sonal ma'am, you are having questions, so you can ask to me.
Ma'am, can I ask
Hello,
question, ma'am?
madam.
Yes, Vedant, just let them ask the question. Yes, Dipali ma'am.
हॅलो मॅडम, तुम्ही आता सांगितलं होतं इक्विटीला ऑप्शन आपण गोल्ड किंवा सिल्वर घेऊ शकतो. तर तुम्ही एखादा गोल्ड ईपीएफ, ओके ओके. तर जर आता आम्ही बिगनर आहोत तर त्या कंडिशन मध्ये जर मला गोल्ड किंवा सिल्वर मध्ये इन्व्हेस्ट करायचंय तर प्लॅटफॉर्म कोणतं, आणि तुम्ही जर एखादा प्रॅक्टिकल डेमो देऊ
बोललात ना
शकता
की
का?
तुमच्याकडे झेरोदा आहे, त्या दिवशी तुम्ही मला
हा,
सांगितलं.
झिरोदा आहे. हो
हा, तर
हो हो.
झेरोदा मध्ये ना आता पण हे चालू असताना तुम्ही फक्त सर्च करा गोल्ड बीज करून, गोल्ड बीज,
हा
सिल्वर बीज,
हा हा.
बरोबर.
येस येस.
जे
हा.
गोल्ड बीज आणि सिल्वर बीज आहेत ना, तुम्ही तुमच्या अकॉर्डन्सने, म्हणजे तुम्हाला जेवढे पण आता तुमचे पैसे असतील तुम्ही ते बाय करू शकता. किंवा जर का एकदमच तुम्हाला असं आहे की नाही मला तर काहीच समजत नाहीये, थोडेसे तुम्ही आज बाय करा, थोडेसे तुम्ही नंतर बाय करा. ह्यांची प्राइस 60-70 रुपीजच्या काहीतरी आसपास असते, ह्याची काही
येस
जास्त
येस.
प्राइस नाहीये. तुम्ही बघाल ना गोल्ड बीज करा, टाका
घेतलंय मॅडम मी एक निफ्टी गोल्ड मध्ये घेतलंय.
सॉरी सुधीर सर, मला कळलं नाही.
55 आहे सध्या प्राइस गोल्ड बीच
55 आहे.
66.
हा, तर तुम्ही तसं हे करू शकता. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये कसं आहे ना, कारण की तुम्ही असे गोल्ड ऑर्नामेंट्स घ्याल ना, तिथे तुम्हाला मेकिंग चार्जेस द्यायचे. एव्हरीवन प्लीज फॉरगिव्ह मी फॉर 2-3 minutes. आय एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग हर in Marathi, so just don't worry, I'll repeat that once again for all of you. तर तुम्ही काय करा माहितीये, जे पण तुम्ही असे ऑर्नामेंट्स वगैरे साठी पैसे ठेवलेले असतील ना, ते तुम्ही सध्या बीज मध्ये पण टाकू शकता. ते जास्त बेटर आहे. ते ऑर्नामेंट्स करायला गेला
सिक्युअर्ड गोल्ड मध्ये सोवेरियन गोल्ड एक ऐकलेलं आहे.
हा,
तर ते जास्त चांगलं आहे का?
ते बॉन्ड्स असतात.
बॉन्ड्स.
आणि
त्याचं मिनिमम इन्व्हेस्टमेंट किती असणार?
ते गव्हर्नमेंट स्पेसिफाय करतं. ह्याच्यामध्ये पण ना हे जे गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स आहेत ना, त्या सोवेरियन बॉन्ड्सचं जर का नाव असेल ना तुमच्याकडे, जे प्रिव्हियस वाले आहेत ते एक्सचेंज वरती ट्रेड होतात, आणि ते पण तुम्ही झेरोदा मधून घेऊ शकता. मी आतापर्यंत कधीही सोवेरियन गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स नाहीत घेतलेले आहेत. त्याच्यावरती ना 1%, 2% असं काहीतरी हे भेटतं. हा, मी गोल्ड बीज, सिल्वर बीज घेतलेले होते, कारण की त्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला 80% एक्सपोजर भेटतं हे ETF ट्रेडिंग साठी, सॉरी FM ट्रेडिंग साठी म्हणून.
ठीक आहे मॅम.
त्याच्यामुळे तुम्ही त्याने ट्राय करू शकता, आणि हा बेस्ट वे आहे. इव्हन तुम्ही जर का गोल्ड कॉइन वगैरे जरी घ्यायला गेलात ना, तर ते खूप कॉस्टली पडतं, कारण तुम्हाला त्याच्यावरती सगळे टॅक्सेस पे करायचे ना. तर आणि हे किती फ्लेक्झिबल आहे माहितीये. आज तुम्ही घेतलं, तुम्हाला वाटलं की मला उद्याच विकायचंय, किंवा सपोज आता मार्केट चालू नाहीये पण तुम्ही सकाळी 10 वाजता घेतली सपोज 1 करोड रुपयाचे इमॅजिन करायचं आणि तुम्हाला वाटतं की 10-15 मिनिटांनी की नाही मला हे पैसे रिलीज करायचे तुम्ही करू शकता. ही फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी तिथे राहते. आता तुम्ही कॉइन वगैरे घेतलं तर परत घेऊन जा, परत ते सेल आउट करा. त्याच्यामध्ये वेळ जातो ना.
ओके मॅम. चालेल. थँक्यू.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, Sonal ma'am, your question and Mr. Education. आपका नाम एजुकेशन लिखता है यहाँ पे. व्हाट्स योर नेम?
है मैम. हेलो.
आपका नाम ना यहाँ पे एजुकेशन
है
ऐसे
मैम पुरतिस. हाँ मेरा नाम पुरतिस कुमार पाल.
अच्छा. यस पाल सर बोलिए ना.
हाँ मैम हम बताता है कि जब हम इन्वेस्ट करेगा तो हम वैसे चूज करेगा कि लार्ज स्केल ना स्मॉल स्केल. रिस्क स्मॉल स्केल में तो रिस्क बेस ज्यादा है किंतु कौन सा कंपनी ऐसे माना चूज करेगा किस तरह चूज करेगा जो इस कंपनी हाई ज्यादा रिटर्न देगा ऐसे कोई है?
एकदम सिंपल रखो इसको. आप ना गूगल के ऊपर सर्च करोगे कि निफ्टी 50 में कौन सा 50 कंपनीज है बराबर. उसमें से जो भी आपको अच्छा लग रहा है बिकॉज दैट आर मेजोरिटीली लार्ज कैप. तो आप निफ्टी 50 वाले कंपनी में से कोई भी जो आपको आपके पैरामीटर्स के ऊपर बराबर हो रहा है आप उसमें इन्वेस्ट कीजिए एज अ बिगिनर.
अच्छा अच्छा. और मैम SIP. हाँ और मैम SIP और माने लमसम में और तो रिस्क माने कौन सा डाउन रिस्क कौन सा ज्यादा है?
देखो रिस्क ज्यादा लमसम में है बट अगर आपके पास मतलब आपने कल ही मुझे बोला था कि आप मार्केट स्टडी कर रहे हो बराबर. तो अभी आपके लिए SIP सूटेबल है बट 2 साल के बाद जब भी आपका पूरा स्टडीज कंप्लीट हो जाएगा दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूंगी कि इस तरह आप लमसम में ही जाओ उसमें ज्यादा रिटर्न. क्योंकि आपके पास नॉलेज है ना. देखो जिसके पास नॉलेज है वो बंदे को पता है कि कब एंट्री करना है कब एग्जिट करना है. बट जिसके पास नॉलेज ही नहीं है वो बंदा कैसे फाइंड आउट करेगा. तो उनके लिए SIP बेटर है कि भाई हर महीने जाने दे दो पैसे. Yeah, you know, after all this discussion, what I'm thinking, tomorrow is the last day, and ना मैं tomorrow का जो topic है अपना, मतलब वो तो सारे rules and regulations ही थे, वो मैं बहुत जल्दी cover up करूँगी, and you all please come up with your all entire questions. तो हम लोग उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा Q&A section को वहाँ पे हम लोग रखेंगे. Yes sir. सर आपका कोई क्वेश्चन था?
मैम तो एक बात है एक माने नॉलेज ग्रो करने के लिए कोई भी ऑनलाइन कुछ है सेंटर स्टडी सेंटर वैसे है?
ऐसे बहुत कुछ है. देखो आजकल तो यूट्यूब के ऊपर भी बहुत कुछ है. तो बहुत कुछ है बट आप डिसाइड करो कि आपको एग्जैक्टली सीखना क्या है.
अच्छा मैं आप यूट्यूब में तो ज्यादा बहुत कुछ देता है किंतु लेकिन वो पजल कर देता है तो इसलिए तो सोचता है मैंने तगली होता है कौन सा अच्छा है इसे ही होता है.
आप अच्छा तो आप सबसे पहले ना डिसाइड करो कि आपको क्या करना है. मतलब स्टॉक मार्केट करना है या म्यूचुअल फंड करना है. लेकिन ये आपके टाइम के ऊपर भी डिपेंड होना चाहिए. देखो अगर आपका लाइफस्टाइल एकदम ही मतलब आपके कॉलेज में क्लासेस में आपका बहुत टाइम जाता है तो आपको स्टडी करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल भी हो जाएगा. तो आप
ना
म्यूचुअल फंड
शाम को पाए टाइम में तो बहुत है टाइम है. दिन में नहीं होगा कॉलेज में रहता है तो शाम को टाइम है.
उसे हम लोगों से बात करनी है. वो बाहर से हेलो बोल रही है उसको हाय बोल देना मेरी तरफ से.
अच्छा थैंक यू थैंक यू.
अच्छा तो आप ना एक काम कीजिए अभी ना आपके लोकेलिटी में जो भी मतलब आप तो कॉलेज में पढ़ाते हैं ना तो कॉलेज में जो भी स्टॉक मार्केट की जो बुक्स आपके लाइब्रेरी में अवेलेबल होंगे ना आप उनको रीड उससे आपको बहुत फायदा हो जाएगा.
अच्छा अच्छा ओके.
और कुछ था क्वेश्चंस?
ठीक है मैम. ओके थैंक यू मैम.
एंड कल आप आपके जो भी क्वेश्चंस है सारे लोग प्लीज लिस्ट डाउन योर क्वेश्चंस. अपने पास बहुत टाइम है. हम लोग सारे क्वेश्चंस कुछ भी हो गया आपके क्वेश्चंस आप लेके आ जाइए. यस संगीता मैम. यस सर कुछ था और क्वेश्चंस?
Good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग मैम.
Ma'am, like just now you suggested like for large cap we need to see top companies in Nifty 50 So are there any suggestions when we go for small cap funds?
See, small cap is best, but in which situation? Whenever you are able to identify that any particular stock is ready to give the breakout. In case of the
Okay.
small cap, see, large cap will give you the moderate return, whereas the small cap can give you the extraordinary return. But for identifying that type of stocks, you should
Mhm.
have at least 40 to 50% knowledge of the technical analysis. Okay,
Okay,
to
okay, ma'am.
identify on your own.
Okay.
Okay, but if you are the youngster, yes, keep the
Yeah.
exposure into the small cap.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, so do
Okay.
that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yogita ma'am, question which Yogita ma'am wanted to. Uh, who else? Dolly ma'am, you're having any other question? Somal ma'am, you're having any other question? Vedant, we will take your question.
Ma'am, Sonal here. I have put it in the chat box, the question.
Acha, just give me 36.
Ma'am, I'm also putted my question into chat box.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Vedant, let me check. Kindly read my previous question. And ma'am, just give me 2 minutes. Yes, your question itself, Vedant, you have given the answer. For example, the trendy sectors like energy. See, India is a developing country. We all always require the electricity. So electricity, electric autos, uh, all that infrastructure, all these companies are currently in a trend. So yes, for the long term, you can go for this. This is the answer of your question. Still, if you are having any question, please come up today with all the list of your question. Then I'll jump directly on the Sonal ma'am's question. Sonal ma'am, see, your age is 36, you are quite into the young category. So keep the maximum exposure to the equity oriented mutual fund. Once you will cross your age of the 45, that point of time, you can shift your investment to the hybrid mutual funds. Okay, as of now, you are into the young category, so you can go for the equity oriented mutual funds.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Then Sangeeta ma'am, you are having any other question? Sudhir sir, you were asking some question.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell us few components to consider when a particular stock which has been purchased for a long period, but now it is in loss? So which are those factors we should consider to sell it out?
Okay. If you wanted to sell out that, you have to just check out that whether in the current situation, this industry is not performing very well. And even in the subsequent year also, if that industry is not going to perform very well, it's better to book the some sort of the loss and to shift your investment into the different investment avenue. That will be the better one, though you have selected that particular stock for the long term. Because please remember that in a stock market, within the seconds, so many things change.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't think like that कि अरे मैंने 2 साल पहले ही पूरा study किया था and this stock is good for the long term. But in the year 2024, if the situation is not favorable for that particular stock, then what you can do? After this session, just search for the IEX, Indian Energy Exchange. Okay, one point of time, people were giving the target of this stock of the 1,000 rupees, and where that stock is today. Just find out that.
188.
Yeah, even the Suzlon Energy. I started in the very young age, even means when I was in the junior college. So that point of time, that was the year 2006. So that point of time, even the people were talking that Suzlon Energy will cross 1,000 plus. That point of time, Suzlon Energy was in my portfolio. Okay, and see where is Suzlon Energy. So the time can change so many things in the stock market.
There is
So
no
you're-
specific number or percentage of loss की 50% लॉस झालं तर रिकवर 30%, 20% असं काही स्लॅब नाही.
रिस्क अपेटाईट वरती आहे. आता बघा, जर का तुम्ही असं ठरवलंय की नाही मी या स्टॉक मध्ये तर पूर्ण रिस्क घेऊ शकतो, की नाही हा पेनी स्टॉक आहे सपोज, आणि तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये रिस्क घ्यायला तयार आहात, तर तुम्ही थांबा त्याच्यामध्ये. त्यात काही इश्यू नाहीये. फक्त तुमचं जर का तुमचे जे हे होते ना, जे तुम्ही सेट केलेले होते पॅरामीटर्स, की बाबा ह्याच्यावर मला थांबायचंच नाही, सो दॅट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू कॅन जस्ट स्क्वेअर ऑफ इट.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So remaining questions can we discuss tomorrow? Tomorrow will be the last session. So each and everyone, whatever the questions you are having, please
Excuse
feel
me,
free.
ma'am. Sorry for disturbing.
No problem.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
actually, I don't have any question, ma'am. मैम ये जो जितने दिनों से प्रोग्राम चल रहा था मैम, ऐसे पता नहीं चला कि यार इतनी जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा. और कैन वी हैव मोर प्रोग्राम्स लाइक दिस फ्रॉम यू मैम, जिसमें आप डीप थोड़ा बता सकें और एक्सप्लेन कर सकें स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में?
एक्चुअली ना, जैसा अभी नैक का जो क्राइटेरिया है ना, उसके अंडर मैं खुद कॉलेजेस के साथ टाई अप कर रही हूँ फॉर द फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी रिलेटेड कोर्सेस. आपको भी पता है कि जो एड ऑन कोर्सेस होते हैं वो तो कोई भी ज्वाइन कर सकता है. तो बस वो सारा इन प्रोसेस है. आई वांटेड टू लॉन्च so many things related with the financial literacy only, but सिर्फ कॉलेज वालों का अप्रूवल आना चाहिए.
So कैसे मैम, हम लोगों को कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपने कौन कौन से कोर्स लॉन्च किए हैं? ऐसे
मैम, जो आप व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हो ना, आप
जी,
थोड़े दिन तक वहीं पे रहो. भले ही आपके पास थोड़े से अदर टेक्स्ट आ जाएंगे, आप उसको इग्नोर करो, आपको वहां पे पता चलेगा. आई एम ट्राइंग कि एक मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी का भी कॉलेज है, तो उनके साथ भी आई एम ट्राइंग टू लॉन्च द कोर्स फ्रॉम द 26th. बट आज ही मेरा डिस्कशन हुआ था, बट मुझे अभी तक ऑफिशियल कुछ ये नहीं मिला है. एंड इनफैक्ट इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू, आप लोग अगर किसी कॉलेज में हो, आप मुझे थोड़ा पिंग कर देना. आई विल सेंड यू द ड्राफ्ट ऑफ द MOU, बिकॉज मुझे लिटरली कोर्सेस लॉन्च करने हैं. तो इसके लिए सो आई एम इटसेल्फ ट्राइंग टू कोलैबोरेट विद द कॉलेजेस.
आपसे मैम आप अपनी ईमेल वगैरह जरूर शेयर कर दीजिएगा मैम, सो दैट वी कैन कॉन्टैक्ट यू.
चलेगा. मैं मेल नंबर एंड मेरा लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल ना मैं सब ग्रुप के ऊपर पोस्ट कर दूंगी.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम. थैंक यू.
मैम, कल आप डिफरेंट पैटर्न जो है उसके कैंडल्स के, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएंगे कुछ?
हाँ, चलेगा ना सर. आप आपके स्टॉक्स बोलिए, मैं एनालिसिस भी आप लोगों को ये करके बताऊंगी, तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है उसमें.
ठीक है. ओके.
सिर्फ म्यूचुअल फंड का ना मैं नाम नहीं बोल सकती, बिकॉज आई एम हैविंग सम ऑफ द रिस्ट्रिक्शंस जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द सेबी. हाँ, बट स्टॉक्स का जो भी स्टडीज है वो हम लोग कर सकते हैं. एंड टैक्सेशन में तो आई एम वर्स्ट.
ओके. एंड मैम, जो म्यूचुअल फंड सिलेक्ट करने के लिए एटलीस्ट उसका जो कैपिटल साइज है, अगर हम उसको देखिए, जैसे NFO ना हो तो कैपिटल साइज पे हम जाए, तो कितना कर होना चाहिए एटलीस्ट वो?
देखो, कैपिटल साइज के ऊपर सर मत जाओ. कभी कभी कैसा होता है कि यस राजेंद्र सर, आई गिव यू द नंबर. ओके, सो देखिए सर, कैसा है ना, आप जब भी म्यूचुअल फंड को सिलेक्ट करोगे ना, तो आपको पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस देखना है. कभी कभी कैसा होता है, कोई म्यूचुअल फंड शुरुआत करता है तो उनके पास बहुत कम कैपिटल होता है, बट उनमें पोटेंशियल भी होता है ना. तो आप कैपिटल का पैरामीटर मत रखो. मैं कल आपको एक वेबसाइट भी दिखा देती हूँ, एंड आप सारे लोग उस वेबसाइट को सेव करके रख देना. डोंट गो फॉर देयर पेड प्लेटफॉर्म. बट जब भी मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, तब मैंने यही वेबसाइट से बहुत स्टडी किया था. अभी मेरा म्यूचुअल फंड के साथ इतना रिलेशन तो है नहीं, बट स्टिल आई नो सो मेनी थिंग्स अबाउट दैट. ओके, तो ये वेबसाइट बहुत हेल्पफुल है. मतलब आपको सारा रियल डेटा मिल जाएगा इंस्टेड ऑफ द फ्रॉडुलेंट प्रैक्टिसेस इन द मार्केट.
ओके.
ओके, yeah. Yeah, you have to search for the Savita Bodke, but actually regarding the stock market, I have not uploaded there. I'm writing the books for the Mumbai University. So this is the name of my YouTube channel. So there you will get all the academic related things. I'll create, if possible, my YouTube channel for the trading related thing, and my number, the sir asked, so I'm just posting in the chat section. Even on the LinkedIn also, if you will search the Savita Bodke, or on the Google also, if you will search the Savita Bodke, all the details will come in front of you. Okay, thank you so much everyone, and please come up with the questions. And really sorry to the college staff, each and every day I'm extending the session and you all just suffered because of me. Welcome everyone. Okay, thank you so much everyone. We will meet tomorrow for our last session. Yes, Dolly ma'am, you are having any other question?
No, ma'am, it mistakenly I did. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you. Bye, take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request my colleague, Assistant Professor Ashwini Shinde for vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. A heartfully thank you to our resource person, Savita ma'am, for delivering such informative session. We also extend our gratitude to all participants for their involvement and contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you. We meet tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am. आणि सॉरी माझ्यामुळे तुम्हाला 30 मिनिट वेट करावं लागलं.
It's okay, ma'am.
No problem.
हा बाळा थांब ना 2 मिनिटं. अरे राजा बंद करतोय मी ते. सब रेकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप करायचं. तू